Hi, this is Adam Beanstock. I'm going to practice the B flat minor scale, which is the relative minor of D flat. So it's got the same number of flats. And I'd just like to say about all these tutorials and things. There's really a lot of valuable teaching on YouTube, but unfortunately, I've been playing the violin since I was 9, and I was self-taught to start off with. And when I eventually had lessons, because the parents wouldn't take it seriously, um, I undid all my bad habits to be conventional, to try and think. They go on about the bow hold, like holding the bow like a pencil, and bowing straight and things like that. Well, yes, I take it all in, but one thing, if you're worried about bowing straight, because I think when you're looking at your violin like that, trying to get it straight, to me, it's not accurate. Oh, you look in the mirror. Doesn't look straight. But trouble is, when you try and correct it, it goes wrong, and you're correcting it the wrong way, because when you look in the mirror, everything's in reverse. And that's why they call it a retrovisor in French, and because everything's in reverse. But so my advice is not to correct it on the. And I think the violin, the tone production of the violin, should give a clue how you should bow, because and quite honestly, there's so many different angles and what the bow is doing when it's crossing a string. So we're just do the B flat minor scale, going the long bows with the going to the from the frog short bows, 8 short bows, and then the tip short bows, and into the long bow counting 8 beats. See if we can do this bowing bit. See, the more I'm thinking about it, I'm actually creating errors for myself, and I think, you know, it's you see, the problem is I'm self-taught now. I'm learning, and it seems like obviously when I was younger, I was classically trained, but with folk music, it's a very different discipline. I think you've got to learn that from a young age as well. So you're learning very different techniques for different styles. Some people are versatile and learning different things, but as I say, oh dear, forget what I'm going to say. Losing the drift now. But sorry to keep rambling on. Well, what I was about to say with the bow and learning these scales, it's all about trial and error on the violin, and that's my take on it. Making a good sound or a bad sound, and sometimes to iron out the bad sound, it's sometimes best to get remedied, because you think, you know, the positions, when especially if you're doing the arpeggio, I find that more difficult coming back down to first position, because the close work, the first position, well, it's half position as well because the flats, because the key, but the way they're crossing a string and without hitting the other strings, coordinating your fingers with the string crossing, it's far more complex than going up high into high positions. It's almost like you're liberated up there, because everything suddenly becomes a bit easier because your strings are on the E string, and you got gravity helping you out with the tone and production down there, and this is why I think first violinists, once they get used to playing up there, they actually enjoy playing up there because it's natural for them. You know, it's easier than playing in first position, very complex. You know, reels and Irish music, whatever. Now, and then you find that the string crossing and fingers crossing over each other and holding fingers down is far more complex. And anyone that sneers and says, "Oh, he doesn't come out first position," well, did you know? You know that is the most difficult position to play in. You know, for most pieces and things. So, and this is why you start off with it, because you know, start off with the open strings in first position. So once you've mastered that, you get a relief, because the whole hand relaxed going up to third, fourth position, everything else. It's a more of a relaxing way of playing. So so it's not clever to play up high. The only clever part about it is to make a good tone up on those high positions, and obviously pitch, finding where the notes are and pitching them correctly, which you build yourself up with it through the scales by adjacent notes, understanding the keys, understanding tonality, and having a pitch awareness, as you would with any instruments, not just the violin, you know, French horn, clarinet. It's you know, if you're on the upper register, you've got to be more aware of the musicality of it as well. Anyway, so you know, I'm glad people don't take too much notice of me and my channel, but this is just my views on it, and I want to continue to try and improve my playing in my own way. So B flat minor scale, and I'll try B major next, and when we'll see, get these obscure keys out of the way, and you know, to do them at slower tempo, then gradually speed them up. And it's a good building block. Anyway,